Hey everyone, welcome to EDC for Fun. My name is Dennis. Thanks for stopping by. Today I'm super excited to share this unboxing experience with you. We've got a folding knife coming to us all the way from Norway. So this is coming to us from Gunnar Studla. I think that's how you pronounce it. I apologize if I butchered it, but he's a carpenter, knife designer, and Bitcoiner out of Norway. He's, as far as I know, the world's first Bitcoin-only knife maker. So that's pretty cool. I'll leave a link to his website. You can read more about him, but we'll go ahead and cut into this guy. Doing the honors is the Spyderco Sage 6. Awesome. So this is the Cyberita, I think is how you say that. I was reading on his website, Rita's an old word for cut or carve, and I think that's pretty cool. And you're going to see in a second the design will get that cyber element. Nice little presentation. Bubble wrap. I can't resist. Oof. First flick, baby. Fires out no problem. Really cool design. A little bit of branding on the pocket clip. That right there is the Bitcoin block height, the number of the block where this knife was purchased. Ooh, great action. So this guy, sorry, I'm like just kind of soaking it in, not talking about it. We've got G10 handles. We've got a Scandi ground Warncliffe with 14C28 N steel. And this guy, if I recall, is 10 degrees per side. The HRC on the steel, I think, is 59, somewhere in there. I'll put some clips up so you can see. So Gunnar's using an OEM to do these production runs. He has plans for expansion and hopefully bringing production to Norway, but this is a really cool first. Now there's nothing really unique about G10 and 14C, but the fact that this is just such a cool design, and it's got a really cool story behind the maker and what he's doing and where he's going. So laser etched on the blade here is the Bitcoin block height number, and that's really cool. Once I bought the knife, I hit Gunnar up on Noster and just said, hey, I'm really excited. And he got really excited. He was like, hey, I'm firing up the laser. And shortly after, I got an email from him with a picture of him laser etching this number on there. So it just fits the whole Bitcoin ethos. Don't trust, verify, proof of work, like all that kind of stuff. And it was really cool to just watch that happen in real time. So it's interesting with this design, this angle right here, if you want to, you can actually choke up a little bit on here. Now you got to be careful because there's no guard, so you will be close to that edge, but that is quite comfortable holding it like that. But of course you have enough real estate. I can get a full 4-finger grip on here. So as far as grip goes, you're looking at about an easy 3.5, a little over 3.5 inches from this point here to this point here. The G10 has a really nice grip texture on it. It's not too aggressive. It doesn't feel like sandpaper, but it definitely gives you good traction. And it's finished very nicely. Got clean chamfering all the way around the edges. Both sides. And it is pretty much flush with the steel liners. You can feel a little bit with your fingernail the depth difference, but for the most part it's pretty smooth, especially with that chamfering. So closed, we're looking at right around 5 inches. Cutting edge is about 2 3/4. Overall length, we're looking at just under 8 inches. So size-wise, we're looking closer to the PM2, but it is, of course, as you can see, in between the PM2 and the Pair 3. So I'd say a medium-sized folder, coming in at 4.2 ounces. And just go ahead and put that in grams, 120, for anybody who's wondering. One thing I wasn't sure about that I saw in pictures was you can actually see the liner on the clip side of the blade. So I'm not sure if that was just a manufacturing decision, making scales easier because they're basically the same. I'd actually prefer there not be a cutout there on that side. But I don't think it really affects anything. The action is really good. The detent is crispy. Let's see. Yeah. We've got good detent. That thing is locked in there. See if we can, let's see. Yep, that thing just sucks right up. And it won't flick out on you. Oh yeah, I mean, if you really whip that thing, it will, but I'd say the detent is money. Spine is straight, squared off, kind of fits the aesthetic. Thumb studs are simple but clean, very comfortable. Whether you're doing the thumb flick or the reverse flick, works really well. Can't really slow roll this guy because it just wants to fire out. I mean, you could try and like pinch it. No, but that detent is too strong unless you're doing a two-hand opener, old school. Edge feels pretty good. And this thing's gonna slice. So while the blade stock isn't the thinnest, we do have that 10 degrees per side Scandi grind. Should slice pretty well. Yep. Ooh, that's nice. Let's go cut some more stuff. All right, so after our first round of cutting task, some cardboard, some wood, we're gonna see how that edge hold up. Again, that is 10 degrees per side. I do see some slight rolling. It's ever so slight. I mean, 14C is pretty tough. But, yep, yeah, you can see it's hung up right there. Yep, and right there. So Gunnar did say, you know, not to go too hard with an edge like this. If you're gonna do that, you know, maybe put a secondary bevel on the edge there. But I think we'll be able to hone that, and it should come right back. You know what? I'll try stropping it first. And we'll see if this does the trick. Yep. So we got a little hang up there. But yeah, 14C comes back pretty good with stropping. So, I mean, I could hone it and get it even better. But I think the reality is, you know, with the factory edge, I'm just going to use it up and then put my edge on it. So yeah, just as it's in the rotation, just kind of hit it with the strop a few times. You can see I'm not really being super precise here, especially trying to do this through the camera. But just a few passes. And we are back to sharp. So I'm really digging the Cyberita. Man, this thing is really fun to flick. It's definitely got the fidget factor. It looks cool. It cuts great. And, you know, for me, one of the things about this knife is it's less about like the value and more about supporting somebody who's doing something that I believe in. And so for Gunnar to make the decision to go Bitcoin only for these, you know, that's a philosophical position that not everybody's going to understand. And if you don't and you're curious, look into it. Check out his website. Get on Nostr. Hit me up if you have any questions. There's a whole world to that stuff. But, you know, it allows people like him to do stuff like this. And I'm appreciative. Very thankful that I was able to pick one of these up. And I'm very thankful for you guys for checking out the video. Let me know if you have any questions. Leave me a like and a comment. Other than that, have a fantastic day. God bless you. Peace.